Hey guys, so I know it's been about 2 weeks since I've made an update video on my weight, but those of you that follow me on Twitter and Instagram already know what the deal is. Yesterday, what was yesterday's date? August the 13th, I am officially out of the 200s by the hair on my chinny chin chin, a very little bit. I'm 199 pounds. I am still very actively watching my weight. Even though I didn't make videos for a couple weeks, it's not like I was like off track or anything. I'm actively walking still, approximately 3 miles about 2 to 3 times a week. And I've started to try to start walking outside, which is difficult because it's very hot outside. I live in Philadelphia and it is very hot outside. That is a totally different experience than walking inside on a treadmill in the air conditioning. I made the mistake of trying to walk 3.61 miles to my best friend's house, and I just didn't eat properly. I didn't eat enough, and I only had like a bottle of water with me, which was gone so quick. It was 90 degrees outside, and TMI, I had my period, and it was like the first day of my period. And I've found out now afterwards the error in my ways. You shouldn't really work out too rigorously on your period because you're already losing so much that you just want to keep it to a just very light workout. Not on your period, I don't know. But I just think like the first day of your period when you're bleeding your heaviest, you probably shouldn't like go for a 3-mile walk in the heat. Duh. I don't know what I was thinking. And then on top of that, if you're going to walk for a long distance, period, you need to carry a lot of water. But certainly in the heat, you need to carry a lot of water. That was a major error. And it was very last minute decision like, oh, I want to come over to your house. Maybe I'll just walk there. It was stupid. Like, it was things that I knew better than doing. Like, I should have eaten a full meal. I literally started walking on an empty stomach. I was just like, I'm just going to go. Just stupid, random decision. I literally had 5 city blocks left to get to her house, and I just started blacking out. Like, I was carrying a book bag, and my arms were getting numb. And I know that 3 miles isn't even that much, but in the heat, it definitely, 90-degree heat on my period, without eating, and very little water, my body started to say, no ma'am. I just was like, okay, this is probably heat stroke setting in, so I called for a ride. And I was pretty bummed about it that I couldn't make it, but then considering all of the variables that I overlooked and was stupid to overlook, it was definitely my fault. So a couple days later, to get back home, I slept over at my best friend's house for a couple days, and then to get home, I drank a ton of water, ate a hearty meal, and I went home 2 days after, so my period wasn't nearly as heavy. And the walk was easy breezy. I mean, not easy, it was definitely still very hot, and I was covered and dripping and drenched in sweat, but it was a good thing, and it was just a lot easier. No faintness, just regular, tired, been walking in the heat kind of exhaustion, but that healthy kind of exhaustion, accomplished kind of exhaustion. So yeah, I am still walking and experimenting with just traveling different distances now because I'm getting bored in the gym. The other day I walked to Walmart, and that's about round trip, a 3-mile walk. My best friend was 3.61 miles just one way. A lot of you ask about what I eat. This is going to come as very much a surprise to a lot of people, but I don't cook. I don't cook. I can barely cook anything. I can't boil water. I'm pretty useless when it comes to domestic stuff. And for all of you who are getting ready to say, oh, you should watch these videos or watch that, I have absolutely zero interest in learning how to cook. I have no children, and I don't have to cook for kids. I really just don't, I'm not interested at all in learning how to cook or cooking. That may make me half a woman, but I'll take that. I see myself learning how to cook when I have kids. Other than that, no thank you. kitchens, cutting raw meat, baking eggs. It doesn't interest me at all. So for somebody who doesn't cook, I eat out constantly, which is why it was easy to get fat, because America doesn't make it easy for you to eat healthy in fast food world when you're just going to grab something to eat. So it's easy to eat at McDonald's. It's easy to eat at KFC or whatever, Burger King, Wendy's, fast food. So now that I'm not eating at those places anymore, I am packing my lunch for work, and it's certainly not nearly as bad, but it's still not great. Like, I eat Smart Ones. They have Weight Watchers points on them. There's also Weight Watchers meals, and there's Smart Ones meals. They have, it lets you know what the points are as far as Weight Watchers goes, and I'll bring them to work. I bring a whole lunch. The most points that a Smart Ones can have is like 9 points or something like that. So eat a Smart Ones like midday, and then I just snack on things like pickles. I love pickles. They on Weight Watchers are 0 points. So I'll bring like a pickle or 2 pickles or something, and like when I start feeling myself getting hungry, I'll eat that. Fruit is 0 points. So I'll bring bananas or peaches or grapes or whatever, and I'll snack on those things just to fill up. I'm at the point now where I get full off of the smallest things, or I get content off of the smallest things. Whereas when I was at my heaviest, I was just a bottomless pit. I could eat any and everything. Applesauce is also 0 points on Weight Watchers. Sugar-free applesauce. So I will snack on applesauce and get full or close to full. And also pickles and Smart Ones or any frozen meals have so much salt in them, so much sodium, that I'm drinking a lot of water to counteract and dilute that. So I get full off of that, just drinking so much water, which you should do anyway. So yes, for those of you who have been following me on Instagram and want to know in detail how I've lost this weight, because I've been posting before and after pictures on Instagram and Twitter, basically just walking 3 miles about 3 times a week, and just really cutting back on what I'm eating, and allowing my stomach the opportunity to shrink so that I have the opportunity to be full faster, has allowed me to lose 25 pounds in 3 months' time. I made the mistake of posting a before and after picture on Instagram of myself at 234 pounds, which was my start weight, and now at 199 pounds. And I put that I lost that weight in 3 months. That's not true. I lost 25 pounds in 3 months, and that was my error. I lost 10 pounds prior to starting Weight Watchers. I lost the first 10 by walking, and I don't do anything really strenuous. I would like to bump it up to a jog. However, I don't really like jogging, even though I know that I probably should. But at the same time, it's not really good for your joints, like your hips and your knees and your ankles. It's not really that great. And my father has lost a lot of weight just by walking, so I'm going by his example. Whatever works. Whatever's working is what I'm doing. And walking is definitely working. I went to a wedding. One of my best childhood friends got married on Saturday. And I was able to go to the mall and shop at a regular store. The first thing that I tried on, I fit. It was a dress. And granted, I don't really know. I think that I'm definitely still an extra large at 5 foot. I'm just under 5'7". I'm like 5'6.5" or whatever. I think that I'm still an extra large. At 199 pounds, I probably am still an extra large. Even though, again, I'm broad, I have big hips, my boobs are very big. I haven't really tried on enough stuff to know. But the dress that I tried on, it was so pretty and it fit slightly loose. And what an amazing feeling to go into just a regular store, try something on, and it's loose. And I turned to the girl that worked at the store and I said, "Can I see this in the large?" And she goes, "That is the large." And I was like, oh my God. Even though, like I said, I think it was probably just whatever, the dress just was cut big because I cannot believe that I'm a large. I don't believe that. So I went to the wedding. I bought the large because the medium was a little too tight. And I went to the wedding and I was able to wear heels all night, which is so weird because I used to wear heels all the time. When I was smaller before, oh my God, I wore heels every day, all day. All day. I worked in them, I played in them, I went everywhere in heels. And then you get so big, and I used to tell girls this all the time, all of my friends are smaller than me, and I would just be like, dude, I cannot wear, you are supporting 105 pounds, 120 pounds on that heel. They've given me the same skinny heel, except I'm 200 and almost 35 pounds. Like, it doesn't work that way. It's very I can't just walk around in heels. My ankles got weak because I was carrying so much weight. And to be able to wear a heel all night long was quite an accomplishment. And it's just those little things that you forget about. Doing things that normal girls do that make you feel confident, like going out and going to the mall and buying something and feeling good in it. Those are the things that you forget about until you are able to do them again. And I try to, on Twitter, be as encouraging to you guys as you are and have been to me, because you truly are my support system. Although my friends have come around, if you recall my first video, I'm talking about friends that literally laughed at me and were like, you're not going to do it, because I failed so many times at losing weight, have now come around and they're very supportive and they see that I'm trying and they see the results of it all. But you guys were there from the start and supportive from the very, very first moment that I decided I was going to do this. So thank you. I am a product of your encouragement, and I try to be equally as encouraging to you. I said something the other day that I really truly meant, which is you will never regret getting your self-confidence back. You'll never regret feeling like, wait a minute, I might be sexy. That's a feeling I haven't had in a long time, in a very long time. You guys tell me I'm pretty, but you only saw me from here up. And my confidence was only from the neck up. And now I'm working on having confidence from the neck down, which is a big part of myself. Because I knew that I went from being like, you know, guys would try to talk to me, or I'd walk down the street, and like men would be like, hey, whatever. I knew that I went from there to being oblivious. And part of it was because of my weight and just my outward appearance. Part of it was also that I felt unattractive. I didn't walk with my head high. I didn't feel like I was pretty. So people will sense how you feel about yourself, and they will treat you that way. And now I'm starting to feel like myself again. I'm starting to feel like a pretty lady. So I hope that I can be as encouraging to you guys as you have been to me. If you want to do something extraordinary, like lose the weight, and get your self-confidence back, and get your health back, and stop feeling so tired, and all of those things that come along with just not feeling good about yourself, then do it. It just takes one step, like one step in the right direction every single day, instead of the soda, drink water. And that was never my weakness. Soda was never my weakness. Just junk was. I like junk. I love junk. It's like my favorite thing in the world. Cheesesteaks, cheese fries, horrible, horrible food that is so, so good. But I promise you, so I just swear, I love my self-worth a lot more. I love feeling pretty a lot more. I love walking in heels a lot more. So that's where I'm at today, 199 pounds. And even at 199 pounds, I feel amazing. I've got 35 more pounds to go. I want to be 170. And I'd like to be there by late October to mid-November. So if you weren't with me on the first half of this weight loss, then I hope you'll join me on the second half. You really can do it. I've done it. If you need encouragement, tweet me, talk to me, tell me your worst fear, the worst thing you did. I'll tweet and say, oh my God, I just messed up royally and I ate at Burger King, because I've done that. But I don't beat myself up about it because I'm human and Burger King is good and sometimes I want it. But I'll also go to the gym the next day and I'll work it off. I really don't have any room to be making errors like that, but this is not a diet. This is a lifestyle. And I don't want my life to go without the junk food and the bad things that I love. But there has to be an even balance. There has to be a yin and a yang. If you're going to do something really bad, you can also do something really good for yourself. That's all. You don't have to go without. You can do everything you want to do. You can go out with your girlfriends, you can drink beer, you can shoot shots, you can eat cheesesteaks. I live in Philly, for goodness sake. I've done all of those things. Shots, beer, cheesesteaks, chocolate, tasty cakes, all of those things I have done while I've lost this weight. And I've done it several times. However, not nearly as much as I was. Every time you do something bad for yourself, do something good for yourself. And try to do something good for yourself more often than you do something bad. So that's all I have to say. I hope this was inspiring. I hope I see you guys on Twitter in between these videos and Instagram, so that you can just have someone with you if you've chosen to lose the weight yourself. Because I'm there. I'm always there. I may not make these videos, but I'm there. And I love hearing from you. And I hope at your weakest moments, I can be there for you the way that you have been there for me. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you right back here really soon. Bye.